Yes. Yes. Yes.
Is this enough? With James O'Donoghue and David Hoare.
Oh, baby, you know what I like. And welcome to Is This Enough? And this very special mini episode 9. Can you believe it? We've been getting you through this harmful Christmas period. And as such, we are coming towards what can only be hoped for a new year. I hope so. Otherwise, it's 2024B. And no one wants that, please. I hope if you're listening to this, you do want that. You've had a very good year and you wouldn't mind another one like this. That would be nice. David, did you know that there's all to play for with this really stupid game show? Because there's a prize for the winner, there's a forfeit for the loser. So last week...
This is brand new information.
Last week, David won, and he got to go to the prom in the Batmobile. Whoa!
I had a good time, and we stopped the Riddler.
Oh!
Otherwise known as Principal Smith.
Bloody hell. It makes
There's
sense.
riddles about how close you can dance to your prom partner. Riddles.
I lost and was cancelled.
I really enjoyed all your podcast episodes, your Netflix show, your world tour, your book. Just watching you hang out with Ricky Gervais and Jordan Peterson.
I can't get Stephen Bartlett off the phone.
Oh, is that what CEO stands for?
It stands for cancelled. Horrible. No. Cancelled. Ew. Horrible.
Now, James, I never want to mock somebody's dyslexia, but you did just misspell CEO.
Hello, boys! Oh, and again, I'll never learn! It's the most wonderful time of year. By that I mean Parliament is closed and I could get some sleep. Constant noise from the MPs, constant speaking from the Speaker, and constant groans from the pissy pipes. Now, I can get back to what matters. Writing my memoirs. Chapter 1. Where is the best place to hide a shit in Parliament? Turns out it's under Andrew Lloyd Webber's bench in the House of Lords. Well. I beg your pardon, young boy.
Satire.
Now, why don't you go and fetch me your goose? David, the prizes this week are, if you win, you get a packet of Hovis digestives. If you lose, you get a packet of McVitie's bread. Sounds shit and bad if you ask me, top geezers. Anyway, must be off. Goodbye, boys. What a mook. David, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's over to me for... okay.
No, but you're not.
Okay, it's over for me for a run.
Round 1.
David, wow. There's magic in the air. There's something about this time of year. It brings out the best in people. And as such, I think I'm going to stop presenting myself. And I am going to hand this over to the Christmassiest fella I can think of. He's coming down the chimney now. Don't ask what he's got in his sack. Hope you're not on his naughty list, because it is, of course, former Vice President Dick Cheney.
Oh, Mr. CHENEY. Oh. Hi, Dick.
Hello, David. It's me, Dick Cheney,
Hi, Dick.
former vice president to President George W. Bush. What a busy day it's been.
Mm.
I'm all tuckered up and ready for bed.
Mm.
I sleep soundly at night, unencumbered by mortal and ethical tetherings to this realm. But boy, do I have some crazy stories to tell.
Mm.
Some of which are best left in front of hearing committees that will never happen. David,
Yeah.
in order to keep this light, keep this tight, and to keep various wives unfucked, let's get on with this round as we play Look Out, CHENEY's About.
Okay.
David,
Yeah.
what have I been up to this year? I'm gonna read you some statements and you're gonna tell me if they're true or false. They're
Yeah.
all worth well over 1 million points.
Wow.
But if you get them wrong, then you get sent to a black site.
Oh.
What have I been up to this week, David? Costing the Democrats an election with one well-timed endorsement.
Yes.
Yes, David, I endorsed the Harris campaign, and that was enough to put people off of voting for her. So, well done. That's a fresh 1 million points there for you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mr. CHENEY.
Yeah. Have I been shooting a friend in the face?
Yes.
Yes, David, I've been shooting friends in faces as part of the new Dick Cheney experience that you can find in tourist centers around the globe. Well done, that's another 1 million for you there. Riding the dragon ride at Legoland.
I hope so. Yes.
Yes, David, I'm driving the dragon ride at Legoland as we speak.
Well, you're very calm. Is that why you're short of breath?
Oh,
You're exhilarated.
That's probably something related to a heart disease. David.
Yeah.
Diseases, I don't have one. David, have I been summoning Kissinger and Donald Rumsfeld for the sacrifice?
Oh. No?
No, David, I don't need to. They live in my mind. We are a legion.
Blimey.
Well done, David. That's you're doing very well.
Thanks, Dick.
And don't call me that, you piece of shit. David, finally, have I been laughing my way to the bank?
Yeah, you have. Yeah. You love
No.
the journey to the bank. No?
No,
Oh.
David. I've been crying my way to the bank. Well, David, it appears you have valuable intel. And as such, servicemen and women have been mobilized. We're expecting boots on the ground in T-30. Your reign of terror is at an end, and next week's episode will be hosted by various military advisors. Enjoy democracy, boys.
Thanks. Thanks, Dick.
Round 2.
Oh, blimey, governor, it's only round 2, as I live and breathe. Although, oh, Jesus. Dick really came back in with you for a second there, didn't he?
Oh!
And that's when Dick walked in through the door. James, round 2 is, of course, called Do You Hear What I Hear? James, were these songs Christmas number one
Oh,
in the UK.
flipping heck.
Christmas
we
number
go.
one is the greatest accolade in British pop music. But did these songs hit the top spot in time for Jesus' birthday? Whilst he's having it large for 12 days, oomph, 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 was he to these songs at number one? This is for 1 million points per question. James, I love you. I wish you the very best, like no one ever did. James, question number one was All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey, number one in the UK.
You surely by Tom Waits got to number one instead. She was like, "This is getting to number one." She turned on the radio. It's like, "I went to down with a surely wristwatch on my."
James, I'm really sorry. No, it was kept off the top spot by East 17. Stay another day.
Baby, if you've got to go away and rethink your song choices.
Mariah. Question number 2, James, was Fairy Tale of New York by the Pogues and Kirsty MacColl. She died in a speedboat accident. Did you know that? James thinks that's funny. How rude. She may have died in a speedboat accident, but was she number one with the Pogues?
Before I answer this question correctly, now watch this drive. I always think of Sam Michael has a bit where it's like dads whenever this comes on, and he just gets very close to the camera, and he goes, like, she died in a speedboat accident. They did not get to number one. They got to number 2. They were kept from the number 1 spots by I think the Pet Shop Boys with "Always on My Mind."
It's almost like you're reading my notes. Are you reading my notes?
I'm always on your mind.
It was always on my mind.
David, I can't see anything through your glasses other than the big reflections of the boobies you're looking at.
Oh, yes, I'll close that tab. I'm a keen bird watcher, and also I watch pornographic photos of boobies.
Well. You
just
heard that here first.
Watching the
photographs, not videos. The movement scares him.
Yeah, my vision is based on movement. I know my vision is based on a lack of movement.
Yeah, if someone's moving, I cannot see them.
Yeah. Somebody puts on a full motion video of pornographic boobies, and I go, "Whoa!"
To those of you watching I am yawning quite a lot.
You're right. Is this boring you? Is me talking about watching boobies boring you, James?
I maxed out on stress earlier, and now I'm a sweet little boy. Anyway.
I've had several shows recently where I've got most of the way through the show thinking I don't know how far I'll get through the show, worrying about how it's going to go. I realize that it's going well. And as soon as I realize it's going well, 5 seconds later, my brain evacuates all the dopamine out of my body, and I just I just power down for a second. And luckily, because in my show I talk about ADHD, I'm able to go like, and we're back, and like explain it to them. But yeah. So you're on 1 million points. That's very good, James. James, question number 3 is: Can We Fix It by Bob the Builder?
Yes.
A number 1 single in the UK.
Yes. 1,000 times yes.
Congratulations. Yes, it was number 1 in the year 2000, the year of our Millennium Dome and Savior, Millennium Dome. Question.
I made a tweet when it got right.
What, sorry?
A few years ago during Storm. What was the storm? Was it Storm Eunice or something?
Darude. Storm Darude.
Storm Darude. The Millennium Dome had its roof torn up, and I tweeted "Millennium done," and I didn't get anything for that.
No,
I know.
Can you also like James's post on Blue Sky where they've posted it again?
Thank you, Storm Burt Williamson.
Let's get this Blue Sky going. James, you're doing so well. That's another 1 million points there. Question number 4 was Two Little Boys by Rolf Harris.
Oh,
Christmas number one.
I think so, because it's kind of wartimey, isn't it?
Wartimey.
Isn't it that they're little boys and they find each other in the trenches later?
Yeah. But what?
People
Why?
love war in Christmas.
Oh, they do. Yes. That Sainsbury's advert where they were like, people played football and didn't shoot each other for a day.
Yeah.
Please shop at Sainsbury's, which I found
Oh,
weird.
yeah. I found it weird, particularly because they were going, and now with an extra deal on mustard. And then they were playing football. Going, mustard, you say? Masks, masks, masks. That's too soon, perhaps. Anyway, David.
Too soon, too furious. James.
I'm going to say no. That's not a Christmas song.
It isn't a Christmas song, but it was Christmas number one. You're very wrong. I'm
Oh.
sorry. Two Little Boys by Rolf Harris was Christmas number one in 1969, no less. James, question number 5 was I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day by Wizard. We don't know which wizard. Could have been Merlin. Could have been Voldemort.
Could have been Aleister Crowley.
Aleister Crowley. The Clippy, the little wizard on Windows XP.
I'm going to say it was not Christmas number one. I think it's a slow burner.
No, it got to number 2. It was kept off by Merry Christmas Everyone by Slade. Fun fact, both of those songs give me trauma from working in retail.
Yay!
Every day. If you've heard the song I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day 6 times a day and it's still not the end of November, you want to burn things. If you've heard Noddy Holder shout, "It's Christmas!" every day, several times a day, and it's still not the end of November, you want to burn things. And I'm not talking about CDRs. James, question number 6 was Mistletoe and Wine by Cliff Richard, Christmas number 1.
Yes, well, he was in hiding.
It was in 1988, so I don't know what he was hiding from, unless it was the imminent arrival of me mere months later. James, question number 7 was Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen, Christmas number 1.
Controversially, I think it's a load of old number 2, but I think it was not.
You're wrong twice there. Got Christmas number 1 twice. 1975 and in 1991.
Well, fair enough.
Twice.
Well, I'll be like his
Jonathan,
uncle.
Twice. James was Another Brick in the Wall, Part 2 by Pink Floyd. We Don't Need No Education, Christmas number 1.
Filmed in Finsbury Park. Yes, it was.
We don't need no stocking fillers. Ding, 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 dong, dong. Yep, correct. That was Christmas number 1. Absolutely bafflingly. Absolutely mental and weird. Have you ever listened to The Hole of the Wall by Pink Floyd?
Yes.
Because it comes quite early and you're like, oh, great. And then the rest of it is a real, like...
This is a slog.
I really like Pink Floyd. I've seen Roger Waters perform The Whole of the Wall live at Wembley Stadium. He smashes a plane into the wall. It's pretty great. But also, like, the spectacle of it is great. But the back half of that,
I've seen
really
Roger Waters perform Hole in the Wall, the Dale Winton game show.
Oh, okay, yes. I thought you just meant you got some cash out. And James, question number 9, your final one for this mini episode, is the song Mr. Blobby by Mr. Blobby. Did that get to Christmas number 1?
Yes.
Correct, in 1993. Mr. Blobby, Mr. Blobby. He keeping the idea that such folks as Bob the Builder really paved the way, ironically, for Bob the Builder, did Mr. Blobby.
First, they came for Blobby. And
although I guess so did Another Brick in the Wall really pave the way for
yeah, no, for Bob the Builder's 4-hour concept album.
Oh, so at the beginning it's like, can Can we fix it? Yes, we can. And at the end, it's like, bring out your dead, or whatever it's called. What is it? Is there anybody out there? And it's just Scoop going, yes. Niche Bob the Builder references there. James, at the end of that round, you have 6 million points. It's over to you for the results. There used to be zolts, but they've been results.
Well, we must turn, of course, as parliamentary standard, to our official adjudicator. David Hare is turning. He's actually turning around. That is commitment. That's what we do for you here at the FBI. So, David,
No, it's the ITE. A word that James can't spell, apparently. Anyway, so...
Hello, boys.
Do you need a Ricola, Robert?
Excuse me. My. Let's have a look at. I'm sucking on a fisherman's friend. I'm going to look at the. Ooh, and I'm not talking about the sweets. I'm going to have a look at the penises. The results. Well, David, at the end of the shows, the results are as follows, and I can't believe this at all. David, you have a laudable 5 million points. However, you do not get to go away with the total sum of the prize. I'm giving the prize to James O'Donoghue. Well done. Well done. You get a lovely packet of Hovis digestives, whereas David, you get McVitie's bread. Good luck with that, boys.
Thanks, Robert. See you later. Happy New Year.
And that was Robert fucking Warple. And that was Is This Enough? This has been an Is This Enough production featuring me, James O'Donoghue, but mainly David Hoare. But if you want to find out more about it and get all around and up in it, then you can find us on the socials at Is This Enough Pod on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. We've also got some sort of Substack.
It's a Substack. It's a mailing list. If you sign up to our mailing list, then you'll get a full round the day before the episode comes out. Go to isthisenoughpodcast.substack.com and sign up. It's really fucking convenient because it's Substack and it's quite easy and it's nice and I quite like it.
Incredible. Is there anyone else that has a Substack though, David?
Yes. Richard Herring.
Oh!
Rob Orton.
Oh!
Well, quite a few people. It's quite popular. Alex Kitson. Also me, davidhoarelol.substack.com. Please sign up there. You can follow me at David Hoare LOL on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. James, where can we find you? Other than you right now. There you are.
Well, hello. If you decide to find me and my wife, then you can find me at Is That James O on Insta and Let the James Begin on TikTok. And that is that.
That is that.
That is that.
We hope you have a happy new year.
Yes.
And we'll see you for some full episodes soon. Full like you've just eaten a Christmas dinner.
David is, because he's cursed now to only eat Christmas dinner leftovers. David, how's that going?
I'm really running out of versions of it now. I've turned it into soup. I've turned it into tears. I've turned it into poop. Which comes out of my rears. I made a little poem. Because...
You heard it here first, folks. Soup,
yes,
tears, and poop. And with that, it's goodbye. It's Bob Iger from me.
It's Bob Iger from Bob Iger and me also as well. But mainly Bob Iger.
Bob Iger!
Granny T-shirts.